Interesting.
Hello guys and girls on YouTube, in YouTube land, watching Guitar Paradiso here on Andertons TV. I'm Pete.
I'm Mick. And I'm just checking how in tune this guitar is. Close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough. New
Close
strings,
enough.
you see.
New strings, absolutely.
Well, that was interesting.
That's very interesting. You know what? I really like that. I freaked out a little bit. School's in session.
My coffee is cold in support of your joke.
And Mick is going to tell you. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. What have we got?
Well, I'm not sure we need to say very much, actually, because I rather suspect that opening jam and the tomfoolery thereafter sort of explains what happens. So yeah. We were at NAMM this year, walking around as we do.
A lot. 44 miles we walked.
Really?
That's what the Watt said. We walked 44 miles.
Wow.
In those 3 or 4 days, was it?
That's as long as it is to the driveway to my garages for my cars.
From my house to my garage.
No.
It's 44 miles.
That's the captain's house.
Oh, hang on. No, that's not my house.
No. Oh, yeah, not my house. Anyway, and we were walking around, and there's an awesome guitar player who we always look out for at NAMM called Ford.
Ford?
And Ford was wearing a really cool suit this year, if I remember rightly, and he's got this really...
I didn't see him.
Okay.
You guys went to see him.
Well, so Dan and I went to see him, and he has this I want to say 67, could be 66, could be 64.
63. Yeah, I think it's 63.
Is it? I think it might be
The
64.
red one.
Anyway, it's red 335 with a Bigsby, lovely block inlays.
Oh,
It's a really beautiful guitar, and he makes it sound awesome. Anyway, and Ford was demoing the new FreqOut pedal from Digitech. Called FreqOut because it's a feedbacker, an automatic feedbacker, and there have been automatic feedbackers before. Boss have had a couple of goes at it. There have been others, and they definitely have their idiosyncrasies where if you spend time with the pedal and you learn it and you kind of use it very sparingly, you can get there. But it seems to me that just watching him play this, it seemed like it was a much more natural experience.
yes.
So it's generating an extra frequency on top of what you play. Shall we demonstrate that, Pierre?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to put some in fact, let's not put any overdrive on. Let's see if it works clean.
Yeah.
So it's in line currently, and this switch on the top here, momentary or off, means if we hold the switch down, it will activate the effect.
Like a latch.
Yeah, or if it's on the other mode, it will come in naturally, and we'll display that in a minute. But so let's go for a second harmonic. Give me a note. So you've got you have a number of intervals here: first, second, third, fifth.
Natural.
What is like a natural high, man?
What is that? What's that, dude? Let's try it.
Sounds like an octave. Is it always
Yeah.
an octave?
Ooh.
And natural low.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It was up there, yeah. So it's generating, it's I guess there's some sort of synthesis going on. It's not exciting the strings in any way.
No, it's not like,
It's not a
because this is
physical
not
thing.
loud. It's not
an
loud
Ebo.
here. It's
No.
not loud. It's a Telecaster in a Hughes and Kettner 40, and it's not an Ebo, so it's not like you put something on the strings that vibrates anything. It's magic.
It's literally taking the frequencies. So interestingly, I started telling this story about a different pedal, and it was the wrong pedal, so I'll come in now. So
Yes.
Digitech is owned by Harman Group, but also owns DBX, which is signal processing, and DBX have a lot of feedback busting products and stuff. You can you can tell I don't know what I'm talking about when we get into that world, but DBX definitely does feedback busting stuff. So what they did was they just turned the office upside down.
Yeah. Do you like this? Yes. Turn it.
And made it a feedback making. That's the science behind this.
That's the science.
That's everything you need to know about the science.
Somebody made this
about-
upside down, and somebody said, "Hey, how do we just turn it over like that?" And then, oh, hang on, it's feeding back. Good idea.
Just upside down. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So it's creating feedback, not busting it. I'm sure there's more on the Digitech website about that.
Absolutely. Links below.
So the other way you can do it is to, instead of having it come in when you press the switcher here, you can have it come in automatically.
And then you turn it on.
You detail.
It does. It's a funny thing, isn't it?
Whistle.
It does.
What was really cool about that was, this is dual concentric pot. Onset is
Fancy words.
how quickly it takes to push into feedback, and gain is how loud it is, which actually is really useful.
Yeah.
Because if you just want it sort of hinting in the background there rather than overpowering everything, or indeed vice versa. And even cooler, so if you set the onset on so it comes on almost...
It's like two people having a conversation.
I wanted to get some fuzz or something on there then.
But
or
you can't do that because it is...
Yeah, ring modulator, because then it would sound like the clangers is where we were going with that. So yeah, it turns off to dry. You can turn off the dry signal, and as we've got these effects
running in.
Yeah, running in. So if you wanted to affect that with other effects, they would have to be after.
Yeah.
Fine, that was...
So it's probably a little bit of experimentation where you put it in your signal chain.
Yeah.
You know, we put it before the delay, so when you do, you still get the delay if you want to. Yeah, anyway, that's just normal how I would put overdrive, modulation. I saw that as a modulation kind of thing, but I might be wrong. It might need to be at the end.
Well, we're going to try it. We're going to try it right now because so let's go back onto dry mode. So if you try it with some overdrive, what's going to be happening is the FreqOut signal is going to be dry, not distorted, presumably. So we're going to switch the order around, and if this doesn't work, obviously we'll do a massive edit.
And here.
Right,
yes.
Let's see if this sounds any different.
I'll definitely say after. Spikingly.
Yeah, so it does sound very different depending on where you have it in your chain, which of course is a matter of pure taste and personal preference.
I would personally prefer it to be after the overdrives.
Do you? I like it before.
Do you?
Because I want my feedback frequencies overdriven as well.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
But why not? Any way up. Any way up.
Yeah. I think it depends on if you are, if the person who's playing the guitar also have got the control over the latch. Maybe it's a different thing, so you can let it go when you know you would play that way. You know what I mean? I'll set it to automatic, and then just go. So you get that ew, ew that you didn't get before. You still get that sort of stuff. Yeah. I don't think you get that the other way around.
Because it is synthesis, not not agitating the strings. You just have to sit with it. But I have to say, of all the others that I've ever tried,
yes, absolutely,
definitely feels the most natural.
100%
by a mile.
Absolutely, it's really, really good. You have a play, man. You have a play. think the trick is to kind of roll that back a little bit so it doesn't kick in as quick.
It really, I mean, it depends what you're doing. If you want it to come on instantly, just set it the other way, and if you want it to take long. But okay, so
I like the longer approach.
We're quite loud in here, so we're going to turn right down, and you'll have to boost the level in there. But let's say you're playing at home. That's pretty quiet. That's so quiet that we can.
Yeah. So now you're hearing the lapels, and you're hearing the guitar through the lapels as well. So we can talk over it. Cool, man.
It's really weird because you're not used to getting feedback at that
level,
at that kind of volume.
But it's cool though.
Yeah, it is. It's
How
really
cool is that?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a song which has got some feedback in it that is a kind of required part of the of the song. So the first thing that comes to mind is the beginning of Purple Haze. Beginning of Foxy Lady, where he holds too much. Different interval required. I don't know. It kind of almost, yeah.
You need that, don't you, for your gig soon?
You'd work with it. You'd work with it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think if you have it a little bit higher, then when it comes in, the longer you hold it. Yeah. I think if you experiment with that kind of thing,
it's fuzz as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's more of a natural. If the higher you dial the onset up here, if you keep it like almost 3 o'clock. If you do the same thing now, it's more natural. When it's more natural if you go all the way to 9 o'clock. Like, because feedback always takes a little time to kick in when you've got it. You're kind of doing, there it is, and then you sort of work into it. Yeah. So that wow, that's cool, man.
It's really cool.
Oh, that's another pedal. Yeah,
it's really cool.
That's really cool, isn't it? I don't think there's much more to say than people should really come and try that out for themselves. Yeah. Because it's certainly a thing that you have to play to feel. It's a feeling, isn't it? You feel as you go along.
See, I like that. I like that because there's a lot of pedals that are sound modifiers and whatever, and the more experimental they are, the more they're like instruments to me. Yeah. So the more you have to play them, rather than just turning it on and it's like solving a problem or giving you a sound. And that to me is sort of falls into that instrument territory.
Lovely.
Very cool. Really, very, very cool. Good job. And I think experiment with where you stick it in your effects chain, before or after different overdrives or whatever. But I can see that being.
That could be one of the pedals that everyone is going to have on their boards But I mean, honestly, this is so cool, man. Because if you're doing a gig nowadays, you know how. Can you turn it down? Can you turn it down? Can you turn it down? No feedback. Yeah. There's a solution. So every time some front of house guy or somebody comes up and says, "That's too loud," every time somebody's going to come up with a solution. Yeah. Every time. So you're not going to win. We're going to win every time. Yeah.
And for fans of EBO,
EBO, man. So they're going to be about 149. If you as you say, like an EBO thing, you get an EBO is about 100 quid, I think, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. I'm not completely sure of the price at the moment for the EBO, but 149 for this.
It's cool.
Brilliant, man.
A lot to experiment with for sure.
Again, inspirational tools, man. It makes you just play. It makes you play more. It makes you play different things. Excellent.
Happy days.
Happy days. FreqOut! So anyway, check it out. Links will be below. Come into Andertons, try them out because you have to try it. And this was Guitar Paradiso for this time. I'm Pete.
I'm Mick.
And let's jam out.
Okay.